Okay, folks, it's a real cracker of a sunny day out there at the moment. Yeah, today is a very important day on the Australian calendar. I think New Zealand as well. Anzac Day. Yeah, I don't celebrate it. I don't have any family members that served in any of the conflicts that are under that banner. It's just another day. I'm trying to get my word out, trying to get in touch with my lost partner, trying to heal the wounds within my own family, because we're my own family, we fight and we have our own little war. Fuck me dead. Why should it be like that, folks? Why? It's horrible when families go to war with each other. You know, we talk about world peace and all that, but doesn't world peace start in the home? That's what you'd think. I think if you get brought up in a peaceful environment, you get to make peace with the world, especially, but fuck me dead. What can I say? Peace starts in the house, in the home. You would think that, folks. You would think that. Trying to get in touch with Luigi, my partner. I'm trying to, through the 6 o'clock TV, through the news on Channel 9, and I'm pretty sure, I think I did that. I didn't realise I did this on autopilot, folks. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see what we've got. Anyway, it's a throwback. It could be called a throwback, but it's coming up. Christmas in July is coming up. This is the a Merry Christmas, how it's said around the world. I found this on a rubbish dump, one of those cleanups. We had a council cleanup recently, and this is one of the things I souvenired. And basically, it talks about Christmas around the world. Nice, interesting piece of work. Basically, let's see how this looks. Let's see how this has come out. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting. Not quite what I was after. I was hoping Australia would be in it. There's Australia just there on the edge there. The US. And there's the US there. I was born on US soil. Maybe... No, I don't think... That's not why my parents didn't serve in the war. It just happened to be that way, I suppose, that I didn't have any relatives that served in the conflict that Anzac was all about. All due respect, it's a very solemn period in Australian history, and I don't want to offend anyone by me turning it to trifle when I'm doing these demos. I don't mean to be offensive. I have my own wars to fight, my own battles to deal with, which includes my past, which is my past. I did some stupid things when I was young, and this is what I'm trying to do, is win back what I lost through the past. And there's Australia right there. I do wonder if they're going to do another one, or maybe, I don't know, at least we've got Australia in the page. I can't see the USA. Oh, the USA's there, because I was born on US soil. I was born in a little American military protectorate known as Guam, a little tiny place called Guam, very, very tiny, and that was my birthplace, folks. That was where I was born, and I've got both Aussie and American citizenship, for which I'm very proud to have both. I'm very proud to have both under my belt. I couldn't ask for anything better than to be an Aussie and an American citizen. All due respect, all other countries have their place, but for some reason I've always felt an attachment to both Australia and the US. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they both speak English. And there's Australia once again. Yeah, I'm not good at learning other languages. I'm not, because of I had brain damage at birth and I had a cord around my neck. And I had oxygen cut off to the brain. My mum used to tell me a lot when I was young that I had a traumatic birth. And this traumatic birth would have led to some serious brain damage. And I had problems learning at school. I had problems, those sorts of things, and not being able to learn easily and efficiently. And I found school really traumatic, extremely traumatic in my youth. And there's Australia again, all misshapen. I do wonder if I'm going to utilise that or if I'm going to keep going at it. But basically, I had a lot of trouble with learning, and I used to get into trouble for having a bad attitude about learning. Like it was like I was always getting into trouble at school, and I got teased, I got bullied, so I was fighting a war of teasing and bullying on a constant daily basis. I couldn't escape it. I couldn't escape the bullying, I couldn't escape the vilification and the discrimination, and I just couldn't fucking enjoy my school. So that was a war. That was probably the first war I ever fought, was at school. And that's come up looking nice, even though Australia is just at the edge. But I might just cut that out. This looks really nice, this version. Oh, I do want to make sure Australia shows up on the edge there. But yeah, I really had problems at school, and unfortunately the teasing and the bullying spread to my brother's life when I was in high school, and that made for real trauma because I had to deal with my brother being hassled because of me, and my brother hates me now. He's ever since his high school days, since he was we just hate each other now. We just don't like each other. My brother and I, we just don't get along. We don't get along, folks. So I don't talk to him. I don't see him anymore. I make a point to not talk to him and not, because he's really bossy and overbearing, and he's just a fucking asshole, and I have no fucking like for him. And my dad is also an asshole, and basically me and my dad and my brother, I don't get along with any of them, the males in the family. That's what I say to them. But they've actually got health problems now, which I still don't care. I don't care, folks. Really, I couldn't give a fuck. There's Australia there on the edge. I really couldn't give a fuck anymore. And basically both my dad and my brother have got health problems. My brother's got diabetes type 2, and my dad has got some kind of cardiac problem which could prove fatal. But I don't care. I don't care. They can suffer. As I said in recent videos, Dad, you can take it to your grave. If you don't apologise on the 6 o'clock news, you're taking it to the grave. I don't care if you die not caring about me or me not caring about you. I don't care. I don't care, folks. I don't care. This war is going to continue until my dad and my brother apologise. And we shouldn't have wars in the family. We shouldn't have a fucking conflict. You know, it shouldn't be like that. Families should be fucking families. Stick together under almost all circumstances. We're all flesh and blood. It should be blood is supposed to be supposedly thicker than water, but in this case it's not. And I have no respect. I know Dad and my brother hate my photocopier art. I know it looks a bit odd and eccentric, but it's me. It's who I am. It's what I do. And if you stand up against that, you're my enemy. And I'll hold a grudge until you fucking both apologise. And I don't care if Dad pops off with a heart failure. That's his problem. I don't care. If he goes to a bad place when he dies, I don't care. I don't fucking care. You earned it, bitch. You both earned it. Now I forgot to switch to mirror image. So these two are the same as these. So I fucking forgot. Sorry folks, my anger. It's not easy to multitask, especially when anger takes over. It's not good, folks. And I didn't want that. I had that instead of bloody... I was meant to fucking... Stupid user interface. That's another thing I have a war against, is the photocopier industry. I'm fighting all sorts of things at the moment that I'm really not happy with, and the photocopier industry, incidentally, is another thing that I'm against, as well as probably more so than my fucked up family. But my brother's out of work. My brother doesn't have a wife anymore. They divorced. I don't know if he's still divorcing, but he's not living together. He's living with Mum. Mama's boy. You call him Mama's boy. Silly slut. He should fucking get on the fucking dole so he can fucking be independent. Although, yeah, it's not easy living on Social Security. I'm on the disability support pension. Even though I'm grateful for it, it's still hard. It's not an easy life. But, you know, if that means he can be independent and not be a mama's boy, and taking her, it costing her money because she's had to sell the house, and yeah, she's only got a certain amount of money that she has until it runs out, and he can't just keep sponging off her like a fucking sponge, like a fucking... He's always been like that, this slut. He's always been domineering and fuck. He's an asshole. My brother's a big asshole. Dirty fucking asshole. So much wind comes out of that butt. Stupid slut. Anyway, enough of that. I will forgive them eventually when they ask me for forgiveness first. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.